Hey guys, so I'm here with the three of the Geargia Rampage structure decks into a deck. So basically, what I did here is I pulled out three of them, as you can see right here. I pulled out three of the decks and I put them into one deck to kind of just, if you buy three of them or you just happen to see them at your store and you really like the Geargia archetype, this is just kind of like a structure of how you can build the deck to kind of combat with locals and stuff like that. Obviously, this deck is nowhere the meta tier that it once was, but still, it's a really fun deck to play. So yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say. Otherwise, let's get right into it. So first off, this should not come to a surprise. It's 3 copies of Augur, 3 copies of Armor, 3 copies of Accelerator, 3 copies of Arsenal. This should not come as a surprise. I'll go through each of these here really quick. So Augur is the one that, if you don't see Armor, you want to see Augur, because Augur will grab you the armor for next turn. So you just kind of have it sitting there, but oh well, that doesn't matter. This is a card if you don't see Augur, or if you, this is a card if you don't see armor, you want to pop it and special summon, so you can automatically get that armor set. Arguably, this is actually better than Augur. Augur does Stratos, and this can grab anything in the deck, and this can't, but that doesn't really matter. Arguably, this is the better card that you want to see first turn, but it doesn't matter. This card gains 200 attack for each Geargia monster you control, and then you can pop it to special summon one from deck in defense position. So you go and grab your armor, and then obviously the 3 armor. Oops, sorry. If I can grab him. The 3 armor, it's the best card in the deck. You need to play 3 of it. It's Stratos, so it's pretty good. And then 3 copies of Accelerator. Accelerator special summons if you control a Geargia monster, and then it also recurs a monster, which is really good. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So it recurs a monster, which is really good, and it also just special summons for that additional level 4 to make your XYZ plays. So that's really good. These are the Geargias that you want to see in your opening hand, or you want to search a whole bunch. So 2 copies of Attacker. Attacker is really good just because the nowadays at your locals are mainly going to be back row city. As Mason said in the last video. But no, it's mainly going to be back row city, so I don't know. I just really like Attacker. Attacker is really good. It pops a back row, so you just set it, flip, it pops a back row, which is really good. So I don't know. I wish they put Anchor in this deck, because Anchor is so much better than Attacker. I would play Anchor over Attacker any day. 3 MK2. This is if you do not see any of your Geargias that you want to see in your opening hand. You want to see this guy, because this guy you normal summon, you special summon a Geargia from your hand. So that's really good. Hand or graveyard in defense position, which is really good, because then you can grab a copy of Geargiano MK3 or Geargiano. Geargiano MK3 special summons one from hand when it's special summoned by the effect of a Geargia card, which these guys are technically Geargias, so you'll get its ability, and then you get to special summon one from hand. Unfortunately, usually you're only going to special summon a Geargiano from your hand, just because of the fact that MK3 negates their ability, so you can't special summon the armor and then go, oh, armor effect will trigger. Nope, you usually are going to go for your just Geargiano and just kind of like sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to go into my rank 3 plays, unless we have a later card, which we'll go into. 1 Oil Man, 1 heavy platform, or 1 heavy mech platform. These are strictly for boosting monsters. He gives plus 500, and then whenever a monster he is equipped to destroys a card, you draw a card. So it's just another way for consistency. 1 Jumbo Drill. I'm actually not going to play a Jumbo Drill because of the fact that it actually ups all your Geargiano monsters, so you can actually make them into level 4s and go on with your level 4 plays. With double summon in the deck, this is really easy to pull off. You just activate double summon, normal summon, special summon, special summon. Everything's level 4. Soup them all up into 2 Gear Gigian X, which is really good. So I really like this card. I did not think I was going to like this card. It's a really good card. I wish they would have put it down as a super, though, but I guess they already had a super of the card, so oh well. Kind of as a side piece is 3 Card Trooper. Card Trooper is really good. You mill, and it also kind of sets up for your machine assembly line play. So you mill the top 3, you mill the card that you want to, great, and then you just activate a machine assembly line, and just let your cards be destroyed, and then you just grab your thing and fill your plays from there. He's also just really good to just kind of like, okay, activate double summon both of them, mill 6, let's have some fun. So that's really fun. three Swift Scarecrows. Sorry about that. It's really good. I mean, you discard if they make a direct attack, which is pretty good. So, yeah. That's it for the main deck monsters. It's about half the deck, so it's pretty good. Another thing about Swift Scarecrow, he also ends the battle phase, so that's pretty good. One machine assembly line, one limiter removal. Limiter removal's at 3. We do not want to play 3 of this card. It can be a major brick. And then the one machine assembly line, just because this is kind of like our not in archetype, but it is kind of like our little own monster reborn for being machines. So that's kind of cool. 3 double summon. Double summon, best card in the deck. Activate this, get an additional normal summon. So this enables a lot of plays. So 3 fissure. The deck gave us monster removal. A lot of people don't like this card. I like this card as monster removal. It's also kind of cool to see the artwork behind it, just because of the fact that that's the monster in the trap hole that was trapped in trap hole coming out to get its revenge. So fissure is really cool. Destroy a monster with the highest attack. It can also help out because a lot of the higher attack monsters are their boss monsters or beaters. So we just do this, destroy it. We don't have any beaters to worry about anymore. 3 Geargia gear, and then the 1 rare metamorph. Geargia gear is just absolutely insane. Special summon Geargianos, make him level 4. That's pretty standard. And then rare metamorph just being an absolute great card. Great at 1 though. You activate this. Monster gains 500 attack, and then once per turn, when your opponent targets the monster with the spell card, you can just say, no, we're going to negate that. So that's pretty cool. Your main objective is to actually equip it to this, just because it is such a big beater. So, extra deck, this should come as no surprise. We are literally maxing out on our 3 Gear Gigagant X, and then our 3 Geargia Gigagant XG. XG is just for the Geargiano plays, and this is for everything else in the deck. This searches everything in the deck. Also special summons a Geargia monster with 3 or lower. Alrighty guys, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you would give it any changes. I don't know, I really like the deck. I think I might actually take it for a spin when Locals opens back up. I'll probably actually build this deck in real life, and we'll profile that later on the channel. But don't let me know if you guys like this archetype. I really like Geargia's. I'm very partial to it if you've seen the other video. But that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe as usual. If that wouldn't take too much of your time, I really appreciate you guys coming to check this out. Consider joining the Discord. That'll be in the link in the description. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. This is David from That Stratus Player signing out. Later, guys.